I'm going to show you how to paint. I'm not qualified for this. We're just going to cover the basics. We're going to paint up a beautiful landscape. So first you want to take a bottle of wine and you're going to drink that, and then we're going to pick some colours. Right, so we're going to get one of these and we're going to paint on a rectangular canvas. Solid. And we are painting today with acrylic paints because oil paints are expensive and who can afford oil paints anymore? This is just, you know, the price, the inflation, the revolution have done a lot of terrible stuff to France. Look, some people say you should put them out in a colour spectrum and stuff, but I don't really have time to think about that. I'm just going to start with the white. Obviously you can't even see what I'm doing right here because white is the same colour as the canvas, but it's kind of important that you stick it on there. I'm sure I'm missing something. Oil. You should have oiled the canvas before you started. Have you started? Because you should go and oil your canvas. I haven't, obviously, because I don't have any oil right now. Oil's really expensive. I think I have some sunflower oil somewhere, but you know, that is pricey. I'm not using sunflower oil to oil my canvas. My heart's not worth that. Ooh, that's brighter than I thought. You know what? We're here now. You should wash your brush between the colours, so I'm just gonna blend some of these yellows together because on their own they're both disgusting colours, but together they do something else. Yellow's a good colour for the sunrise. It's sort of representative of the piss buckets that get thrown out the windows first thing in the morning. Art is a wretched hobby. We could be here for weeks before it starts looking like anything. But at least we're almost out of the yellow now, which is really my goal here. Just don't want to have to look at this colour anymore. Did you know that if you stare at yellow for too long, it can drive you insane? Interesting fact. Ah! Do you feel that despair? Ah! That's turpentine. You following along with me still, yeah? You should be on your second bottle of wine right now. Yes, liking that effect. Liking that effect, doing something right for once, Grantaire. No one will believe you. Cerulean blue. Where'd the red come from? Now I've got this nifty little thing. Little paint spatula. I'm going to use this. Yeah, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. See, if I know anything about the ocean, and I don't, then I reckon water is a total mess like this. Shit, it's empty. That's my favourite sound. You know what my second favourite sound is? Sound of Andres' voice when he's angry. Am I condemning myself here? I'm running out of colours that I want and I'm left with colours that I don't want, but that's fine. That's fine. Life is all about happy little accidents. If I learned anything from my time as a student with Anton Grow, the more colours you have on your palette, the better an artist you are. Which is why that side is like that. Because that's my studying side. We're doing red now, are we? It's fine. Red, the colour of desire. That's got blue in it. You're letting the team down. Call you a fan brush, but I'm not a fan of you. You've lost your shape entirely. Cheap. So, I've been away but you haven't, but welcome back. I have finished the colour, and now we're going to move on to... Oh, that's a nice colour. That'll do, that'll do. We're going to start mixing in some little clouds. Just a miserable little rain cloud. And everyone will think that it looks nice, because nobody understands art. Do you know the difference between this grey blob and a cloud? You do not. It's art, my friend. Art isn't about rules. Art is about expressing yourself. Shh. What is the value of this painting? Emotionally, 7 million louis. I have a very difficult relationship with the sun. Sunshine is not as bright as it is coming out of the face of... I'm not talking about this. Tell me your feelings. Tell me what kind of emotions this picture holds. I'll make sure I'm spreading them properly. I've been drinking for over an hour now, and I want to tell you a story. It's the story of the one time Andres and I ever agreed. It's not a particularly interesting story, but we agreed about the fact that Kufrak's new friend Marius was just a bit of a twit. We just looked at each other and I knew there was something there was like an emotional connection between the two of us. I just looked at him and he looked at me and I looked at him and I said, Marius is a bit of a twit. And I just said, right. And that's when I knew we were destined to be closer than brothers. Moving on to the next colour. This is shiny blue, iridescent blue. This is the blue of the ocean, crossed by Jason and the Argonauts. This is the blue of heroes. That's kind of green. I need a drink. Painting is expression. Express myself. Who cares where the brush goes? Ah! Don't blame the artist, blame the art. We're getting there. Got a bit of light coming through these clouds, because you know what? Life is dark, but it's not always that dark. At the end of the day, there's always something worth living for. Just on the other side of the clouds. Have you seen this landscape? Take a real hard look at this landscape. There's a lot of emotion behind this. I've got the ocean down here, and the sun rises when Apollo rides his chariot through the sky, and that's really important to who I am as a person. Then we've got the dark clouds. See? The dark clouds of misery above the ocean of despair. And then we've got whatever the hell I've done up here. Tomorrow I'm probably going to throw this out. But I'm sure you're learning a thing or two, like I said that you would, about painting. France is a fucking mess, by the way. You know, our justice system, our royalty, our emperors, our government, it's all... Well, it's like this painting. If you stand far away from it, it looks like one of the most attractive things in the world. But if you get up close, there's nothing we can do about this. At this point it's useless. You're all gonna die trying. And I'm gonna have to say I told you so, but it's not gonna feel good. It's my friends the most important thing to me in the world, and I don't wanna have to just tell them that I said so, tell their graves that I said so, when everything goes to shit. There's nothing that I can say to make them understand that. I like how the purple looks coming through the yellow. Just do more of that. Here's a painting tip for you. The messier it is, the less it has to look good. Because then everyone looks at it and goes, wow, look at the brush strokes. Look at the artistic merit. And no one actually understands that you literally didn't know what you're doing. I'm really into the ocean. Just touch it. Just touch the canvas. Convey your feelings. Ah! Now it's primed. And you're done. Were you keeping up? Because if you weren't, then you're obviously not a very good artist. I call this one Apollo Rising. Art is a wretched hobby, but I hope you've been screaming along with me and have produced something of equal measure. I would love to see what you've done, but you know, just don't worry about making the effort. Just paint your feelings, and you're done. I hope this has helped. I am Grantaire. This is an effort. And vive la France. In case you weren't paying attention to any other video, that's what this was all about. Until next time. For another art lesson. Wait. I have to... And now it's done.